Hey there guys, it's your boy the Wandering Legend and welcome to episode 3 of my Phoenix Wright Let's Play. Last time we did some investigating for the first time in this game. Pretty much Mia died and her sister being is the prime suspect of committing the crime, and we obviously have to defend her because she obviously didn't do it and she's been abandoned and we're the only person who can help her, so we're gonna continue. Turnabout Sisters, Day 2 trial. Let's go. 7th, 10 a.m. District Court number 1. Cause we number 1, baby. The court is now in session for the trial of Miss Maya Fey. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Miles Edgeworth. I'd better not show any signs of weakness today, or he'll be on me in an instant. Mr. Edgeworth, please. Well, okay, I'm making everyone British. I'm sorry. Mr. Edgeworth, please give the court your opening statement. Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, was at the scene of the crime. The prosecution has evidence she committed the murder. We have a witness who saw her do it. The prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honor. IT. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's begin then. You may call your first witness. The prosecution calls the Chief Officer at the scene, Detective Gumshoe. Hey, it's this clown. Witness, please state your name and profession to the court. Sir, my name's Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of homicides down at the precinct, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder. Very well, sir. Let me use this floor map of the office to explain. The body was found by this window here, sir. And the cause of death? Loss of blood due to being struck by a blunt object, sir. Blunt, not a blonde object. It was a blonde object. The murder weapon was a statue of the thinker found next to the body, sir. It was heavy enough to be a deadly weapon, even in a girl's hand, sir. Stop saying sir. The court accepts the statue as evidence. They're still calling it a statue. Yeah, those are added to the court record. Now, detective. Whoa, we got all serious. Yes, sir. You immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey, who was found at the scene, correct? Can you tell me why? Yes, sir. I had hard evidence she did it, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please testify to the court about this hard evidence. Witness testimony. Maya's arrest. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There were 2 people there already, the defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Why? You had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Miss Maya at the very moment of the murder. The very moment, you say. Very well, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examine what? I couldn't see a single contradiction in that testimony. Whoosh! Smack! Hey, Maya just threw something at me. What's this? When my sister couldn't find any contradictions in the witness's testimony, she would bluff it and press the witness on every detail. The witness always slips up and says something wrong. It worked lots of times. I should have expected Maya would know some of her sister's tricks. Alright, let's give this a try. Something the matter? No, Your Honor. I'd like to begin my cross-examination. Hey. Let's go. Ooh. Okay, me and rushed to the scene. There were 2 people there already. The defendant and the lawyer immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Why we had a witness account describing her. Hold on just 1 second. Yeah. If I heard correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence she did it, correct? Huh? Did I say that? Me? I heard you say it. You did say it. You said it. Exactly what about this suspicious woman in pink's claim was hard evidence? What? Miss May isn't suspicious, and Miss May isn't suspicious, and she sure isn't pink, pal. She's really pink, actually. Well, I guess she's pink. See? Even you accept that. That's enough, Detective Gumshoe. Do you have any more solid proof other than her claims, Detective? I guess pressing can have its advantages. Yes, Gah! Sorry, I got the order of things mixed up in my testimony, Your Honor, sir. There was something I should have told you about first, Your Honor. Very well, Detective. Let's hear your testimony again. This guy is just a piece of work. That's all I'm saying. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was clearly written in blood. Lab test results show that the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. I already see the contradiction. How you like that? That's my hard evidence. Why did you need to make that statement? Before we begin cross-examination, I have a question for you, Detective. Your Honor, why didn't you testify about this vital piece of evidence the first time? I know I'm real embarrassed I forgot about it, Your Honor, sir. Try to be more careful. Very well, the defense may begin its cross-examination. Hard evidence. Here we go. Seen the suspect, examined the crime, yeah, found a memo. Lord Maya, last show the victim. However, that can't be true because the autopsy report it says death was instantaneous. Yeah. Detective Gumshoe, there's one thing I want you to clarify for me here. You say that the victim, Mia Fey, wrote this note. That she was accusing the defendant, Maya Fey. That's really what you're saying? What? This isn't one of those lawyer tricks now, is it? Of course she wrote it. Who else could have? You have it backwards, Detective. Backwards? The victim was the only one who absolutely could not have written it. This is a report from your department, Detective. Immediate death due to a blow from a blunt object. She died immediately. But no butting your way out of this one, Detective. Order! Order! The defense has a point. Someone who died immediately wouldn't have time to write anything down. Whoa, that's a nice objection voice. Mr. Wright, I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain that autopsy report? When? The day... oh yeah, after the murder. It was the day after the murder. The prosecution's point being... Why is he making that face? What's wrong with that mouth? Look at his mouth. That autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor. What? A second autopsy was performed yesterday at my request. Death was almost immediate due to a blow from a blunt object. There is a possibility the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. I received these results this morning. No way! Your Honor, it's quite easy to imagine that the victim did have time to write Maya. That is all. I see. Damn you, Edgeworth. I should have known you'd have something up your sleeve. Why, Mr. Wright, you look shocked. Something you want to say? You were a sham, Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth, I've heard there's nothing you won't do to get your verdict. What reason could you possibly have had to request a second autopsy report? Mr. Wright, the defense will refrain from personal attacks on the prosecution. No matter, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, say what you will, the evidence in this report is undeniable. Your Honor, I submit this report to the court. Understood, the court accepts the evidence. Autopsy report updated. Well, Your Honor, the evidence strongly suggests the victim was identifying the killer. I suppose that's the obvious conclusion, yes? Darn, this isn't good. The prosecution would like to call its next witness. This poor innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes. Oh my god, my voice is dying. Let the witness, Miss April May, take the stand. Exactly what part of her is innocent? Witness, your name, please. April May, at your wait. For fuck's sake, I need to stop making everyone British. April May, at your service. Wink, wink. Order! An introduction should not require any reaction from the crowd. The witness will refrain from wanton winking. Yes, Your Honor. This is not good. He's already captured the heart of every man in the court, including me. Tell us, where were you on the night of September 5th when the murder occurred? Gee, I was like in my hotel room, teehee. I checked in right after lunch. And this hotel is directly across from the Fan Co. law offices. That's right, big boy. Please testify to the court about what you saw. A witness's account. It was like 9 a.m. at night. I looked out the window, you know. And then, ooh, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Then the woman dodged to one side and ran away. That girl, she got up to her and she hit her. Then the woman with the long hair, she kinda slumped. The end, that's all I saw. Every little bitsy witsy. God, I hate doing her voice. Well, Your Honor, I see it is a remarkably solid testimony. I don't see any need to trouble the witness any. Wait, Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Wright? What about my cross-examination? I thought the witness's testimony just now was quite firm, didn't you? Mr. Wright, I understand you were Miss Mia's Faye's understudy, were you not? You must know her techniques well. A cowardly way of finding tiny faults in perfectly good testimonies. Hey, don't you badmouth Mia. Hey, how dare you? Well, Mr. Wright, will you cross-examine the witness? Yeah, I'm doing it. Fuck you, Edgeworth. I'll gladly proceed with the cross-examination. If only because I have a feeling Edgeworth doesn't want me to. She has to have some weakness. Very well, you may gladly begin your cross-examination. Here we go. Witness's account. Yeah. They're being attacked. Yeah, the mouse girl. The woman dodged and ran. Got up, hit her. That's it. No, that was all. I thought there were some more statements. Let's see. Which hitter is this? Yeah, let's press on this one. How did you know it was my client? Huh? Well, Gee, what the fuck? I'm mixing up all these fucking voices. I'm sorry. Well, first of all, she had a girl's physique. And secondly, she was small. Who else could it be but her? She has a point. But no, she doesn't. Hold on a minute, that testimony stinks. Who farted in here? What? Miss May, I'm willing to bet that you're lying. 'Cause she did see us. Are you telling the truth? Did you really see the defendant? Mr. Wright, what's the meaning of this? Yes, what is the meaning? Somebody tell me because I'm clueless. About this, I mean. Okay, if you had really witnessed my client, Maya Fey, you would have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique. Never mind. No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis, except her. And I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal to me. It really does look ugly. However, the witness's testimony mentions neither of these things. This testimony is bogus. But... Still, we don't know if she was dressed that way the night of the murder. She was, Your Honor. I saw her. And so did Detective Gumshoe. What do you say to that, Miss May? What are you trying to say, you mean lawyer? I saw what I saw. I just didn't think all the trifling little details were necessary, darling. Miss May, the court would like to remind you to please omit nothing in your testimony. I'm sorry, Anna. I'll be a good girl, I promise. Wink, wink. Yeah, good girls don't wink, bitch. Your testimony again, if you would. Damn, I almost had her. And my voice almost has had enough, but we're gonna continue anyway. Witness's account. I did see everything, I did. The victim, the woman, dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. And she hit her with that weapon. I saw it, I did. That clock, the kind of statue clock, the thinker, I think? Well, does the accuracy of my report now startle you? Hehe. Uh, let's see. I see. I only wish you had been so detailed from the beginning. Please begin the cross-examination. Okay, here we go. Yeah. The weapon, I did it. Clock, but how do you know it was a clock? Miss May, what you said just now was quite revealing. Revealing? Ooh, you like that, wouldn't you, naughty Mr. Lawyer? You said that the statue of the thinker was a clock. There's no way of knowing that just by looking at it. Another person in the much same position as you recently called this a clock too, and he was found guilty of murder. Of murder! Like, oh my god, girl, he totally was found guilty. Order! Miss May, can you explain how you know this was a clock? Oh, the witness saw the murder with her own eyes. That's all that's important here. The defense is trying to confuse the issue with trivial concerns. Yes, of course. You will withdraw your question, Mr. Wright. But questions are all I have, Your Honor. And as you may recall, I've caught murderers with these questions before. Well, only once. Objection sustained. You may continue to question the witness. Whew, that was close. If you stop me there, the trial would be over. Huh? What? So what happens now? What happens now is you answer my question. How did you know it was a clock? What? That's because I heard it? Yes, I heard it say the time. So you've been to the law offices of Fay & Co. What kind of a law office is it anyway? Like, it's only me and Mia. I'm sure it gets quite boring and lonely. No. Hey, I didn't say that. Why would I go there? I heard from my hotel room. Hehe. The law offices of Fay & Co. where the murder took place are very close to the hotel. She could easily have heard the clock. Well, Mr. Wright, are you satisfied? No, Your Honor. I can give up now. I'm not satisfied because it couldn't have rung. Your Honor, members of the court, it is inconceivable that the clock in question rang because it is empty. That clock is missing its clockwork. How could you possibly? Just have a look as soon as you can. Oh! See anything interesting, Your Honor? It is as the defense says. This clock is missing its clockwork. It's quite empty. Expecting an objection from Edgeworth. Right about. Mr. Wright, would you care to explain to the court the meaning of this? It is as you can see. The clock was empty. It couldn't have rung. Therefore, this witness is a big, fat liar. Fat? Well, Miss May? What? No objection? Oh, come on. Screw you, Edgeworth. You may be my favorite character, but you're a dick in this game. Tisk, tisk. Quite a show you've put on for us, Mr. Wright. He knew the clock was empty. Somehow, he knew. I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing, however. Indeed, the clock is empty. As you say, it can't ring. However, we must ask, when was the clockwork removed? Because after the witness heard the clock, then there is no contradiction. That's true, that is a possibility. The clock might have been emptied after she heard it. That is exactly what happened, Your Honor. Well, Mr. Wright, can you prove when the clockwork was removed? Ho ho, apparently I'm sent. Wait, no. Never mind. Impossible, of course. I have proof. What? Wasn't you who told me proof is everything? When did he exactly say that? Well, I was listening. And now I'll show you the proof you like so much. The evidence that proves when the clockwork was removed is... Heard conversation. Take a look at this. That's a very cute cell phone. Oh, you have a girly... Wait, no. Ooh, you have a girly cell phone. Wait, this isn't my phone. Listen. This is the defendant's cell phone. It contains a recording. A recording of a conversation she had with the victim on the day of the murder. Order! Order! The defendant's cell phone. This wasn't brought up to my attention. Perhaps Detective Gumshoe overlooked it. The good detective better remember he's up for evaluation soon. My heart goes out to you, Edgeworth. Not. Let's hear the conversation. Beep. I've already read this, so never mind. So you just want me to hold on to the thinker for you then? If you could. I should probably tell you, the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working. That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out, sorry. September 5th, 9:27 a.m. Beep. Your Honor, I think this recording makes it clear that the clockwork was already gone. And this was recorded in the morning, before the witness even arrived at her hotel. Whoa. What the fuck what am I doing? Well, Miss May, would you care to explain this to the court? Just how did you know that the weapon was a clock? Well, isn't it obvious? I saw that clock before. What sort was that again? I go to so many. Oops, I forgot. Wink. So the witness had seen it before. That would make sense. Does the defense have any objections, Mr. Wright? Oh, yes, we do. The witness claims she had seen it before. This directly contradicts a piece of evidence already submitted to the court. Well, then let's see it. Please produce this evidence that will prove the witness had not seen the clock before. Wait, it was made by Larry Butts. It's simple. This clock was never in any store, ever. What? A friend of mine made that clock. Only two exist in the world. And the one that isn't here is in police custody. Impossible. Everything is sold in stores. And that's a bad mentality, by the way. Miss May, I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse. Damn, roasted. Oh, excuse is not on sale today. He's just piling on the fire. She just turned into a monster. Oh my god, that's an ugly as fuck face. What's it to you, porcupine head? That stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? She did it, and she should die for it. Die! Whoa, let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is a court of law, and this witness will remain calm. Oh? Oh, I'm Santa too. Silly me. Did I, like, lose it? I guess I did. Hehe. Wink. Why am I winking though? That's weird. Scary. Miss May, let me ask. Tell me, how did you know the weapon was a clock? What the fuck is wrong with her face? Oh dear. Does the defense have an opinion on this? Behavior? Okay, this is it. Yes, Your Honor. Allow me to explain how I see the truth of the matter. Miss April May, you knew the weapon was a clock because you had heard about it. The witness had never held the clock in her hand. However, she had heard that it was a clock. She heard? That is correct, Your Honor. There is no other way she could have known the thinker was the clock. And I can show you the proof. Well, this is interesting. Let's see it then. Show me evidence proving that the witness had heard the word the weapon was a clock. This wiretap. Have a look at this. Ooh, that. I found this in Miss May's room. Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what this is. Miss April May, you were tapping the victim Mia Fay's phone, were you not? Your Honor, this is irrelevant. I'm not entirely sure that is. Objection overruled. It troubles me that our witness was in possession of a wiretap. This is outrageous. Does the defense truly claim that the witness was tapping her phone? Absolutely. Even if that was the case, which is not, you still have to prove one thing. Did the victim ever say that the weapon was a clock on the phone? Can you prove that? I think not. Oh yeah, I think I can. It's simple. What? Here's my proof. The proof that the victim said on the phone that the weapon was a clock is this itself. I present the defendant's cell phone. Yes, we've seen that. Listen once more to the conversation. Listen once more to the conversation between the defendant and the victim. Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Well, actually, there's something I want you to hold on to for me. Again? What's it this time? It's a clock. It's made to look like that statue, the thinker, and it tells you the time. Miss April May, you used the wiretap to listen to this conversation. That's how you knew the thinker was a clock. Am I wrong? Your Honor, this is ridiculous. Your Honor, look at the witness's face. Does she seem amused to you? The defense demands an answer. What the fuck is she doing with that face? Witness, answer the question. Did you tap her phone? Her face is just... I can't. Miss May! Shut up, all of you! What gives you the right to talk to me like that, you lawyer? It's not fair, all of you ganging up on me like that. What, a gangbang? Oh, so I'm the bad girl, is that it? Is that it? Wah. That it, the court's seen the real Miss April May now. Now to deal the final blow. I don't know. I don't think she did it though. Just why did wiretap? Why did you tap her phone? Answer the question. Do I have to? Isn't this a murder trial? Isn't this tippy-tapping irrelevant? She's saying exactly what Edgeworth wants her to say. Miss May, you were tapping the victim's phone. I hardly call that irrelevant. While this court doesn't condone the defense's tone of speech, he has a point. Well, Miss May, do you have an explanation for the court? Can you prove you had nothing to do with this murder, even though you tapped your phone? Ha, I'd like to see her pull that off. Mr. Lawyer, I saw that evil grin. You're probably thinking, I'd like to see her pull that off, weren't you? Damn, she's good. Well, you're not the first man who's thought that. And of course, I can and will. You can't be serious, no way. Way, I say, way. Oh, and I assure you, I'm serious, Mr. Lawyer. Okay, so the killing happened around 9 p.m. at night, right? That's just when I was getting room service from that sweet bellboy. Room service? Iced coffee, I believe it was. Iced coffee, you know, like normal coffee, but cold. If you don't drink it quick, the ice melts and then you have regular cold coffee. Iced coffee? Think I'm making this up? Ask the bellboy, wink. Aga, the witness, was not on the scene at the time of the murder. So where does that leave us? It's my great displeasure to inform you that the witness appears to have been tapping the victim's telephone. However, that is a separate crime with no bearing on the current case whatsoever. The testimony stands. She saw the defendant, Maya Fay, commit murder. No, they're gonna let her just walk away. There's no way I can win this unless I tie Miss May to the murder somehow. Well, does the defense have anything to say? Well, think of something. Let's call the bellboy. The defense would like to call the hotel bellboy as a witness. There's something suspicious there, and I'm going to get to the bottom of it. I think you've sunken quite low enough already. I object to calling the bellboy. Why? What's your reason? Because I hold that the wiretapping had nothing to do with the killing. However, if you agree to one condition, I'll consent to calling this witness. Condition? If Miss April May's alibi is not called into question after you examine the bellboy, then you will recognize that Miss April May was not the killer, thus she is innocent. Therefore, you must accept the verdict of guilty for Miss Maya Fey. That is my condition. What? I'd better find something suspicious in that bellboy's testimony. Otherwise, Maya will be declared guilty on the spot. And I became British, by the way, just saying. What should I do? I mean, might as well accept. Alright, I've got nothing to lose, except for, well, everything. Understood, I accept your condition. Fool. You fell right into my trap. You fell for my trap card. Uh-oh. Wait. Very well. The court calls the hotel bellboy to the stand. I believe we're ready for the witness to testify. He certainly does look like a bellboy. Yes, sir. I received your summons in the middle of work, sir. I'm happy to be of service. And to leave work, that is. The tea set looks rather heavy, so without further ado, the witness may begin his testimony. Why did they let you carry that in? And why can't you just leave it on the stand or on the ground? Very good, sir. Choppy. Miss May's room service. I am the head bellboy at the fine Gatewater Hotel, in business for 4 generations. I believe I received a call after 8 in the evening from our guest Miss May. She asked for an iced coffee to be brought at her at 9 on the dot, sir. I brought it to her at precisely the requested time, of course, and I delivered the iced coffee to our guest Miss May herself. I see, the defense may begin its cross-examination. Right, I'm ready, I hope. This is it. If I can prove Miss May was involved with the murder now, why, it will be finished. Finish him. Fatality. This was room service. Head bellboy, the friend. I believe I received a call from she was asked for an topic to be brought Of course, let's press on this. Press him on this. Precisely 9 then? Precisely, exactly, and most definitely, sir. 9 p.m. How can you be so sure? Miss May was quite insistent that it be brought then. Oh, bellboy, teehee, I like iced coffee at exactly 9. Something like that, sir. Therefore, I knocked on the door at the crack of 9, sir. Why would she be so particular about the time? I leave the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself. You are sure it was Miss April May herself? Absolutely, sir. Absolutely? Yes, sir. As in, so very absolutely, sir. It's an endearing mannerism of mine. How come you're so very certain? Well, when I brought to the room service, sir, the guest, sir, favored me with, an embarrasser, sir. Embarrasser? Is that French for embrace? It's French for kiss, sir, but not a French kiss, sir. More of a peck on the cheek. Wow. Has this guy never had sex before? Why would she have done that? I believe perhaps she was momentarily swayed by my demeanor, sir. It was a moment I shall never, ever forget, sir. Sounds pretty fishy to me. I think our Miss May was up to something and wanted the bellboy to remember her. It's no good. There's nothing there. Is that it? Tisk tisk. Finally you understand. This bellboy has absolutely no reason to lie. Now, if you have any decency, we'll end this rather tedious cross-examination here. It was a bit tedious. The witness may leave the stand. I can't let this happen, can I? Protest. Wait, please wait. Yes, does the defense have something to add? One last question. Let me ask one last question. Your Honor, I must object. This charade of justice has gone on long enough. Now, Mr. Edgeworth. Playing nice. Alright, Mr. Wright, I'll give you one more question, that's all. Okay, this is really it now. This is my last chance. What do I ask him about? Check-in, room sir. Let's ask him about check-in. Tell me about check-in. Tell me about when you checked in Miss May. Oh, alright. Very well, sir. My first thought was that she was a beautiful, beautiful person. She's just my type of girl, so it was a disappointment, really. I see. Excuse me, what exactly was the disappointment? Well, I'm not without charm, sir, but even I'd have a little chance with a lover there. What did you say? What did you say? Rather quite. Bellboy, tell us the truth now. Did Miss May check in with another person? I object, that was objectionable. Objection overruled. The witness will answer the question. Yes, I see. Why did you not mention this in your testimony? Well, sir, you didn't ask. Nice try. That's the sort of thing you're normally supposed to mention. Ah, yes, quite. Indeed. It was the, good barrister there, Mr. Edgeworth, who... He asked me not to mention it if I wasn't specifically asked, sir. Ugh! You fool! You fool of a took. I've done it. I've won. Miss April May checked into a twin room with a man, correct? Yes, sir. Then, when you brought the room service, you didn't see that man in the room. That's right, sir. Your Honor, we have just learned of another person involved that may have been the murderer. In this new light, I hold that it's impossible to judge the defendant. You agree, Mr. Edgeworth? Who is this other person? Simple, it was. The man with Miss May, obviously. The man who checked in with Miss May. Oof! Wow, Edgeworth is so mad right now. Your Honor, as has been previously revealed, Miss April May was tapping the victim's phone, yet Miss May herself has an alibi at the time of the murder. However, that does not clear the man that was with her. The bellboy saw no one else in the room at the time of the murder. My, what a convenient little setup, but it's too late. Too late? I suppose you'd like it if it was too late, wouldn't you? After all, it was you who hid the presence of the other man from this court. Oof! Upstart, amateur. These accusations are ludicrous. Enough. The court acknowledges the defense's argument. I expect the prosecution and defense to look into this matter fully. Am I understood? Yes. Yes, Your Honor. This is all today for the trial of Maya Fey. Court is adjourned. And my voice finally gets the rest. September 7th, 9:24 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1. Mr. Wright, you were amazing in there. Really? I think I might be your newest fan. Oh, I was just doing my job, you know. Then again, the other attorney was pretty cool too. Huh? That face of his, with his eyes wide and the trembling lips. It sent shivers up my... Wait. It sent shivers up... Wait, I can do her girl voice. Like, I can do the stereotypical girl voice and a British one, but I just can't do hers. Like, it sent shivers up my spine. If you say so. So what happens with me? Do I get to go home now? Well, no. I don't think so, not yet. Oh, I see. But I got a great lead in today's trial. A lead? That man with Miss May. He's the key. Oh, I get it. What happened to Miss May after that, anyway? I heard they arrested her. I guess she's learning her charms won't work everywhere. She's probably at the detention center now. I may have to go down there later. Anyway, this case is far from closed. Yes, sir. I'm going to find out more about this man. You think he was the one who... Maybe so. Sis, don't worry, I'll find him by tomorrow, I promise. I'm counting on you. I asked for a full record of April May's testimony. I thought it might come in handy during the trial tomorrow, but now that I have it, I'm not so sure. Most of her testimony was all lies. In fact, there's only one part that I got left from the record. May's testimony added to the court record. I don't know how much good this will do me at all now, but... Anyway, time to hit the pavement and do some investigating. Maya doesn't belong in the detention center, and it's time for me to get her free. To be continued. And that will be it for this episode, guys. Like, I would record more, but my voice is literally dying. So I guess I'll see you next time.